To speak to SABC News Parliament reporter Lulama Matya, who attended the earlier part of the celebrations for the ANC's anniversary there, and she joins us live now. Lulama, good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for your time. Certainly, it's been a busy day for President of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, the visit to Robben Island earlier. Let's talk about the significance of that.
Good afternoon, Bongiwe and SABC viewers. Yes, the day started with the trip to Robben Island. The ferry left VNA waterfront after 7 o'clock. The significance of that, Bongiwe, is that many of the ANC struggle veterans were incarcerated at Robben Island. You're talking about your former Rivonia treason trialist, which included the late Walter Sisulu, the former President Nelson Mandela, Governor Mbeki, the first Premier of the Eastern Cape after 1994, Raymond Mhlaba, and many other ANC struggle veterans who were incarcerated at Robben Island. When we spoke to the ANC about the purpose of the visit, they are saying that they are tracking those steps, doing a reflection, considering the current situation where the party finds itself in. Nationally, it has reduced its support. It's no longer a ruling party. There's government of national unity. In the Western Cape, which is the province, some regard it as the second home of the ANC, because this is where the struggle veterans spent their lives incarcerated at Robben Island. When former President Nelson Mandela was released from prison, the then Victor Verster, which is now known as Drakenstein Prison, he was here. He came to the Grand Parade to address thousands of ANC supporters, but that now has died down. So the party is saying that it wants to make a reflection and recover the lost ground. That is the reason why it decided to start today's celebration by visiting the place where its former leaders were incarcerated. If I can mention some of the few senior officials of the ANC that were there, the Treasurer General, Dr. Gwen Ramokgopa, was there. Former ANC Women's League President, Bathabile Dlamini, was there. The first Deputy Secretary General of the ANC, Nomvula Mokonyane, was also there, as well as the President of the ANC Veterans League, Dr. Snuki Zikalala. So it shows, Bongiwe, that the ANC, this visit, took its top brass to go and do that reflection so that going forward they can be able to renew their support in the province, which is dwindling, which is very low currently when we're speaking, starting from 2009 when the party lost control of the province, because from 2004 to 2008 it was in control. Ibrahim Rasool being the premier at the time, but after he was recalled, then the party started to decline. They want now to go back to their former glory in the province, Bongiwe.
And I suppose, Lulama, that speaks to some of, what else was in the program today and in the past couple of days when they've been going, to different homes in Khayelitsha, at different places, speaking to a number of people in order to try and reclaim this lost ground that we've been talking about.
Let's start with the few days, starting from Monday and Tuesday, where the Deputy President of the ANC, Paul Mashatile, visited. He started actually on Sunday visiting the church. On Monday, he visited the townships, and on Tuesday. But what happened is that, Bongiwe, he received a hostile welcome in one of the residents in Khayelitsha, where the parents embraced him and welcomed him, but their son didn't want any politician at his house chasing them away, saying that he does not want politicians, but the deputy president apologized for that. Coming to what the activities of the day at Robben Island, President Cyril Ramaphosa started by visiting a quarry. A quarry, it was a place whereby former prisoners would go outside and work on a limestone. So he visited that and put a stone on a heap of stones that was there, and he laid a stone. Secondly, he visited the cell where former President Nelson Mandela used to stay. It's a small cell. It's not covered on the floor. It's cement, no tiles, no carpet. There is no bed. It's just a blanket that has been rolled on the floor. There is no pillow. It's another blanket that has been made a pillow, and a chair, a spoon, a bowl, and a cup, which the former president used those utensils when he was there. He also went to sign a book of visitors. That book is set aside for heads of state and special visitors that are visiting the museum. And lastly, there was a small official opening of the day's celebrations, where now the president commended the role that former freedom fighters played in the liberation of the country. He commended their resilience. He commended them for standing firm against the apartheid authorities at the time, saying that they wanted to break them, but they did not manage to do that. At the end, former freedom fighters emerged victorious at Robben Island. So in as much as that Robben Island is a place of sorrow and sadness, it is also a place of great triumph, because political prisoners that were incarcerated there, at the end of the day, they emerged victorious and today are able to tell the story of what happened. Bongiwe.
All right, thank you very much for wrapping that for us. That's Lulama Matya, the SABC News Parliament reporter, joining us live from Cape Town.